watched my previous video, you'll know that I briefly touched on one of the most popular behavioral tests, and that is DISC. Now what's interesting with DISC is every person falls into a certain category on the chart. The D stands for dominance, the I, influence, S, steadiness, and C, compliance. Now, some of you may be a high C, like I said last time, or you might be a low I, or a high S, and a low D. What's interesting about this is everything is measured on a 10-point scale, and bosses have been using this for years to analyze how their employees act. I'm going to go ahead and tell you all some of the traits for DISC, and I want to see if you know what category you may fall in. Now, the very first aspect of DISC I'd like to talk with you all about is dominance. Now, high Ds, if you all are a high D, like things that are straight to the point. A high D can often be very blunt, or they see the big picture in everything that they do. And in the workplace, they often take the position of being the leader of the pack. So number two that I'd like to talk with you all about is influence. And for all of you social butterflies out there and people that love to talk to other people, well, you may be a high I. They're not afraid to meet new people and put themselves in situations that may make them a little uncomfortable. They're anything but quiet and love to talk to people, no matter the situation they may be in. Now this brings us to the very next letter, and that is the S, and that stands for steadiness. And while if you're an S, it's pretty self-explanatory. You love steadiness and you love things to follow a certain pattern. High S's love to put a heavy emphasis on helping others and cooperating in many situations. They do not like to be rushed whatsoever and do things in a timely routine. They take the very calm approach at life and do not like to be bothered by high demeanor personalities that can affect their flow. The very last aspect of DISC I would like to talk with you all about is the C, and that is compliance. Now, people that have a high C like things very systematically in everything that they do. For all of you high Cs out there, whenever you have to make a rash or important decision, you have to think it through very carefully before you actually make that decision. And that is exactly how a C operates. Very careful thinking at all times in everything that they do. Now, I'd like to give you all a hypothetical situation of where someone can fall on the DISC chart. Now, just because some of us may be high Ds or low Is or high Cs and low S's, the combinations are exactly how they stand, and they're on a 10-point scale. So someone like me may have a D on a 10-point scale that's 8.5, and my C may be a little low at a 2.5. That means from each category we have certain characteristics that we're very high in and very low. So for example, in this chart I've done, if you're a high D at an 8.5, you love being the leader, you love things being your way, and maybe it's hard for you to see outside the box. And to have that low C maybe means you don't like to follow a routine, or you don't like to be systematically correct. Or if someone has the low C, maybe they don't like things to be in an exact sequence, or they don't like to plan out things. Someone with a low C may not like routine, and they're perfectly content with that. It all comes down to the chart and where your letters fall. Now, like I said in the previous video, I've taken this test and have found complete success with it. I highly recommend that you all take the DISC assessment and see where you lie at. You may learn something about yourself that you didn't really know before. Go ahead and take the test and leave a comment below. I would love to see your results, and you can find the test on Google. Have a good day, everyone.